Child. Did I or did I not tell y'all? Hmm? Huh? Huh? What did I tell you this morning? Were you listening? When I was speaking, I was speaking. Were you listening? Okay, well, have you at least liked the video, child? As you coming in here trying to chit chat and be all up in the tea and be in folks' business and everything? Have you at least liked the video? Thank you. Thank you. Listen, we are going to go through the episode as we typically do. Um, However, I need you guys to understand that this season of Love Island was the absolute worst season, at least for me. 1000% fucking terrible. We have now made it to the top four. None of these couples have closed off. You said what? Yeah, that's right. The word that you don't want to use is exclusive because clearly when you say that, you get that ass kicked out. They want you to say closed off, not exclusive. All right. But it sucks for you that a black couple already won the year prior. So they had to get your ass out and make sure that that did not happen again. You understand? But we have four couples that are not closed off. Two still trying to figure it out in the beginning. One can't stand their partner. The other two seem to be a perfect fit at the last minute. And then you have the other two that just can't stop sucking each other's face because they have such a physical chemistry with each other. Again, no one technically closed off. This is one of the worst seasons. Hold what you got. Because let me tell you something. Even with this not being an amazing season, a great season in my personal, we still would have likely ended up with the same results. Regardless of everything that has transpired throughout this season, we were likely going to get right back to where we at. Why, you say? Well, if you didn't catch the video from earlier today, I said that they are likely not going to let another black couple win. If you pay attention to Love Island USA's history, it has been flip flop. A black couple has won every other season, and this season will be absolutely no different. Now, your only luck would potentially be Amaya and Brian or Nicolandria. But because the past, I feel like this season had a lot of shock factors, like a lot of wow, like when Jeremiah got released, got deleted. It was like, what the hell? Right? Taylor leaving not too long ago. We was like, what? Them snatching people off the show. And now I'm more inclined to believe a lot of y'all, and I've already said it before, and I stand by what I said. A lot of y'all decided to pounce, not y'all, but them, pounced on Sierra, heightened the situation that happened with Sierra in an effort to get her out so that she will be less competition, her and her partner, against the person that you really want to propel. Okay, that is what it is that I'm thinking. But you may have potentially set her partner up with an even better person, considering the fact that they have a stand-up all of their own, which I'm not even mad at if Nick and Olandria win this show. Do it. Olandria, my girl, been through a whole lot being on this season. Yeah, go ahead and get your money. Step up front and collect your money. But the way they've had these shock factors and things not making sense, getting rid of couples that are actually coupled up, a lot of y'all new fans don't understand Love Island. A lot of y'all don't. And then some of y'all have other reasons as to why you vote the way that you do, and you do your thing. Am I really mad that Ace and Shelly are gone? Nah, I'm just shocked. I wasn't expecting that. I definitely expected them to remain in my big three as they go into the finale. Wholeheartedly was not expecting them to be gone so soon. But when they started to go down the table, you can kind of tell what was going to happen at that moment. And then also for me, I guess I'm not as mad as some people because um I just told y'all what it was going to be. I didn't see them really winning. Yes, it looks like they will be our Love Island winners of this season, right? But at the same time, I'm like, if it plays how I'm thinking it's going to play, they're not going to win because they're not going to have another black couple back to back. That's just not going to happen. Okay. So again, this is where we are. I think it was a pretty okay episode, like earlier on. And then the dinner, it was so shocking. But they had to send somebody. Like, we're getting down to the wire. And at this point, in my personal, y'all could have wrapped the show up tonight. We don't have to wait till Sunday. Y'all could have wrapped that show up tonight. And be very clear, Love Island Beyond the Villa does not need any promotion from Love Island USA season 7 to lead into the next season. So you didn't need the finale to happen on that day as it leads into, we gonna watch Beyond the Villa anyway, because if it, like, first of all, season 6 walked and crawled so you hoes can run amok in the fucking palace and act a damn donkey and a fool. Okay? So yeah, we was gonna tune in to them anyway. So y'all could have wrapped this up tonight. Y'all could have cut short some of them conversations with the family. Y'all could have say what now? Didn't you give us an hour and a half episode before? You could have gave us an hour and a half episode on today. Okay, you could have extended it. Yes, you could have. You gave us a 2-hour premiere. You could have gave us a 2-hour finale, and you could have wrapped them hoes up now. Okay, we didn't even need to vote on who's our favorite couple. We could have voted on who we want to win, and from there make your decision and piece the people the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really could have wrapped up on tonight. But we're gonna go ahead and get into it. As you guys come into the video, we have over 600 people here, so thank you guys for being here. So if we could get to 600 likes, that would be great. Make sure you're liking up the video, okay? So Shelly and Ace, they still in a hideaway, right? And Ace and Shelly, they've confirmed that they are going to be exclusive beyond the villa. They're going to the bedroom at some point. What did we catch them doing? Kissing, filling up, touching up, rubbing up. Didn't seem like they smashed. Ace did confirm the next morning that he didn't fold. We get back to the villa. What they doing over there? And now we had one full night with nobody over there getting it in. Well, they said, we can't get you. We can't let you go. Can't let you go without seeing somebody smash. And so, of course, Pepe and Iris, Brian and Amaya was over there hunching. All right. We learned it's family day because they woke up and they pretty much was screaming. I was confused on, like, where did y'all get this information? But seeing Amaya with the phone running back and forth lets me know that she got the text that morning to let everybody know that it's going to be family day. Right. So everybody's excited. Nick is very emotional. He really misses his family. So that's that. Ace tells the guys about the hideaway and them officially being exclusive, and how he did not fold. Like, the guys may have thought that he folded. He did not. But see, I don't know if Ace really folded or not, or if he's just, you know what? I don't think he folded. Because if he did, I feel like they definitely would have. They've shown us everybody else, so they would have shown us that if he did fold. So Brian asked if anyone is nervous about meeting their girls' people. And Nick said, hell yeah. Okay. Hell yeah. He says his mom welcomes, she's a really nice person. She'll welcome any girl. What I took that as was him saying, my mama will welcome any race I choose to date. They can come to the house and have a seat at the table. My mama not gonna have no issue with that. She gonna be the best of friends with them. She gonna be cool. That's what I took from what Nick was saying. Ace asked Chris, like, how you feeling? You know what I'm saying? Your family coming to meet Huda, like, what you thinking? He was like, man, if I had a choice, the answer is no. Chris full of shit. But and you know what? Y'all gonna let that full of shit man win too. So let it happen. Y'all better hope he don't get that 100K. Cause if he get it, I got a feeling he not sharing a damn thing with Huda. The only reason I could see him sharing is because she does have a child. And he probably ain't gonna want to be that guy to not give her something knowing she has a child. But if he also keeps it all, if they were to win, I wouldn't be surprised. So he says that he wouldn't let her meet the mom. All right. He says his mom and sister can be harsh. That's what he says. And he hate for her to be in that type of fire. Why are you so nervous? Are you sure? I don't know. It also gives that he's not that into her. And if he could keep that part of his life private, like she would like to keep their relationship private, he definitely damn would. Okay. He did, or not their relationship, but their PDA. Okay. He would keep that private as well. Huda says that she was afraid of me, his family. And I said, at this point, you should be, because don't nobody know what they really walking into and whether the family gonna like them. You should be scared. Okay. Amaya says her parents are going to grill Brian, so he better have barbecue ready. Amaya crazy. So Pepe and Iris, did y'all catch they had the matching attire on? She had the matching bathing suit while he had the shorts on. Not enough to get my vote, but I see y'all. Okay. Um, let's see. Amaya says she is excited and says she doesn't care what anyone thinks. They run to the screen. Well, when she's talking to him, she don't care what nobody thinks because they happy with their coupling. The screen comes on, her parent starts talking. All right. So they run to the screen, they see their family and they're talking and stuff. And in the midst of them talking, the screen goes out. So Amaya screams and stuff. And her family starts to sneak in. And I thought that was just such a cute moment. I love to see the family like sneak in on them. That was too cute. Um, I was with Nick when Nick said, "Dang, this is like watching those military videos on TikTok where the family's been gone for so long, and then they come and they pop up and surprise you and stuff." I was like, "Dead ass." I'm with you on that, Nick. Right? So the family sit together at the fire pit, and when I tell y'all, for me, looking at Amaya and Brian's family, it looks like they already fit with each other. It just, I don't know. I mean, obviously they're all Latino. They all are a part of that, community. And I'm just like, yo, I like this. I like this. And so much they have in common, so much that they can relate to it already off the bat, like they gelling together. I loved it for me. Um, Amaya asked what was the favorite moment, and everybody pretty much says when he stood up for her, when he had her back. His dad was like, "That's my son." I know that's right. Okay, the mama really liked that he spoke up on behalf of, the Latino community and stuff, and how they show up and stuff like that. So she really loved that moment when she felt like her daughter didn't have nobody. So she liked that. And the best friend said what he liked was the fact that they ended up recoupling, and then they did the hideaway and they ain't have all the extra noise in their ear or whatever. I was like, okay, then you little freaky stuff, you freaky frog. So Brian's family really like her a lot, and they said Amaya is super nurturing. He said he loves that about her because it's similar to how his mom shows up. So that was nice. Brian wants to see where it goes beyond the villa. Okay, I said, come on. Brian's mom does send a video, which was super cute, and she was speaking in Spanish, and they put the little captions and stuff up, and it was a really nice message coming from his mom, and he got really emotional. He cried, girl. I was over there kind of tearing up with him. Period. Okay, so Amaya's family tells her that they think he is perfect for her, and she can be herself with him. She really can. So Amaya, to me, as she's talking to the family, wanting to get their thoughts and how they're feeling about everything. Did anybody catch that? To Amaya, to me, Amaya was giving big girl energy. Cause she didn't really cry as much. Like as much as we've seen her cry throughout the villa, she didn't cry as much when she saw her family. She really was overjoyed and she was happy. And I do believe she said she shared some tears, but I expected her to really be bawling for real. And she did a good job. All right. So um did y'all catch that his family was already telling her that they love her? I was like, okay, I like to see it. So Amaya and Brian are very strong when it comes to outsiders' opinions. So anybody on the outside that may feel like they're not the best of a coupling or whatever it is that people may be thinking, she says we don't care about that. We focused on us. We happy with us as long as our families are good with it. That's all that matters. Period. I like Amaya and Brian, so it's not a mistake on where my vote's going. Okay. Pepe and Iris. So Iris's mom and sister show up as well as Pepe's mom and dad. And Pepe's mom thinks Iris is a badass girl. Okay. His mom says he liked her or I guess she liked her from the beginning because she was just admiring her and saying, oh, she's cute. She's this or that. Right. So she was admiring her from the beginning. Iris tells her family that she thinks he's a mature guy. He's a man. And her sister says that she was sad that TJ left and the whole situation surrounding that. She hate that it happened. But at the same time, she is liking TJ. I'm sorry, she is liking Pepe. But did y'all catch her mom? Her mama don't like Pepe. Her mom just said, girl, I'm picky. I am picky, honey. And she says that, I just want you to have something, be with somebody that's going to value you. At the end of the day, I want what's best for you. I can't really make your decision on who you're going to be with, but I'll rock with this if this is what you want, girl. It's really giving TJ. It was really giving his mama not feeling Pepe because she really wanted him to be with a Caucasian. Okay? That's what it's giving to me. I wanted you to be with somebody just like you, just straight Caucasian. I'm just telling you. Feel away later. So Pepe and Iris, I feel like they gonna have issues outside the villa though. When TJ tap into them DMs of Iris, y'all might have some issues on y'all hands. So we'll see if she's gonna revert back to TJ outside of the villa or if she's gonna continue to rock it out with Pepe. Now, Chris over here stressed the hell out. He's stressed out about seeing his people and not knowing how they gonna respond. And I said, Chris, baby, Chris, you to me was acting like your mom and them had been telling you all your life you better not bring no non-black woman up in this fucking house. Okay? That's how you acting. Ain't no different than Iris' mama. That's what I'm hearing. Cause you over there acting stressed out. And I'm so confused. Why? Like what? Why? I didn't understand like why he just so bothered because you worried about what they gonna say to her. Maybe they'll get through to her if you can't. Like, I mean, I don't know. Anywho, that's that. So Ace and Shelly, it's their turn. Ace's siblings show up, whereas Shelly's mom and dad shows up. Shelly's dad did not seem to be that interested to me in Ace's family. That man told him, I'm just ready to get in here and hug my daughter. Please. Please go ahead. Okay, please go do your thing, sir. Thank you. Um, Anywho, now Shelly's mom is over there talking about how much she be into the show. The mama be in the show so much that she gonna let the damn patient code. Now I don't know that in nurse terms, but all I heard was flatline. So y'all, check me in the comments and let me know what that is. Okay, whatever it is, it don't sound good to the patient because she too damn focused on Love Island USA. Okay. The daddy over there shaking his head and baby, the daddy was funny. He's a man of very little words, but I also feel like those little words are more so his facial reactions. And that man don't really like Ace. So the family, they're continuing to sit around and talk, and then they flash to Nick. Nick says that Ace has never introduced a girl to his family ever. So this is like a big thing for him. This is something new. All right. I felt like the daddy, when they would flash to her daddy, I put in my notes, her daddy not saying anything. Is daddy okay? Is daddy okay? Because daddy not saying shit. Now, Ace's brother tells him that he's been witnessing him seeing himself being genuine and being authentic while on the show. And Ace says Shelly keeps him calm, especially when you think that you're being genuine, you're doing everything right, but then America tells you that you're not. Okay. So his sister, she says that she loves the respect that they have for each other and she thinks that it's fate. And he tells her that he does see a future with Shelly and she can come around the family. Okay. So Shelly's mom says that she really likes Ace. The daddy was kind of like, I don't like that little. He kind of shook his head like, nah, I don't. Daddy's not a fan of Ace. Okay. Ace does get a message from his mom, which made him cry. She was just pretty much talking about how, proud of him she is. Shelly got messages from her siblings, and that was nice as well. So, everybody is happy. Okay, everybody's happy. Huda and Chris, is their turn. So Huda's sisters show up. I think these are because I think Huda may be the baby. So her older two sisters show up. Chris's mom and sister show up. Baby, they was boo-hooing. Huda and Chris was boo-hooing. Soon as Chris, after he picked up his sister and then hugged his mom, soon as he hugged his mom, he just fell into his mama and just cried. Baby, them folks miss their family, honey. So the family sits and they chat. Huda says that she needed to evolve in there and Chris came around at the right time. I don't think she's all the way there with evolving. But okay. So his mom and sister thinks they look so good together. That's what the mama says. So Chris over here stressing and worrying about how they gonna act or what they gonna say whole time. They happy as hell. Okay, they feel like they look good together. I also personally feel like the family knows what the outside is looking like, and I personally feel like they weren't gonna go in there, number one, and say anything negative to further threaten his time in the villa, right? Because they're seeing what the fans are saying. So they weren't going to add to that. And then they also, in my opinion, weren't going to put themselves in a position to be attacked by the Huda rats. So, of course, oh, this is so nice. Oh, we love it. Oh, we really like her. Oh, absolutely. This is beautiful. Yes. Okay. Right. So Huda's family and her walk off. All right. And his family pretty much said that they don't got no critique for him. Like, it's they supportive of everything. So Huda says that Chris, now first of all, he asked the sister, he said something like, what's the last thing y'all seen? He said, I folded. Now, if that's the last thing that they seen when he folded from the time that they came into the villa, then I'm wondering if they've seen the rest of the conversations. Likely not by the time they came in. So she's realizing, right? Huda says that Chris is a really nice guy. She's realizing that he makes her show up differently, and her sisters tell her how she acted with Jeremiah is typical for her in so many words. Because one of the sisters was like, "Good, that's good," because you know how you've been acting before, like girl, like dad, like you ain't typically a calm person type thing. So what we've seen her do with Jeremiah is typical behavior. That's what she typically does. She shows her ass. So she says she wants to be sure to take things slow with Chris this time. And I said, is any of the sisters gonna let her know that they seen her fucking? Again, that right there for me confirms what I told y'all earlier today. Right? I think that she be forgetting it's cameras in the bedroom and it has night vision. And you probably may, because once you film and you get real comfortable after a while with the cameras as if they're not there. So I think that she forgets that we can see in the bedroom what it is that y'all doing. Okay. So yikes. So his family tells him that they can connect with Huda because as women, they too have been through their own share of things. And Huda's family's favorite moment was when she was talking to Nick and he said, Mommy, Mamacita. And she got a video from her daughter, which was really sweet. Her daughter gave her a message, letting her know she was okay and happy and misses her and all of that. I thought that was a really, really sweet moment. Not enough to get a vote from me, but I thought it was really, really sweet. Okay. Actually, I really wanted them to send her home so she can go ahead and be with her daughter and be there for her birthday. Okay. So he tells her how about his fam. Yeah. So he tells her about how his fam felt about her and how they pretty much approved of her for the most part. And she tells him about the video from his from her daughter, right? So he thought that was sweet, and he was like, "Oh, you gonna make me cry again?" Nick, not Nick, but Chris is fake. Chris fake. I'm sorry, that's just what it is. Can y'all hurry up and just wrap these people up? Sunday can't get here quick enough, so we can go and get the winners, and we can go ahead and move on. All right. So anywho. Nick, it's time for Nicolandria. So her mom shows up, whereas his mom and sister show up. Y'all see that zonka zonk on her mama? Yeah, y'all see that booty on her mama? That's homegrown. Period. Y'all saw the butts on who the sisters. And people talking about who the grew her butt in the gym. Now let me say this. Cause I'm gonna tap on it for a second as a woman that's natural. Let me tap on her for a second. When I saw conversations when Huda was shaking her butt and stuff like that, some people were saying that it was fake. I don't know if her butt is fake or not. Some people were saying no, it's real. She grew it in the gym. I will say this though. There was this woman that was on Instagram, and I can't think of her name. Oh, I hate that because I want to say another person, but that's not her name. But it was Body by J. I think that was her name. Get Bodied by J or Body by J or something like that. And she used to be one of them fitness gurus and like whoop, and how to grow your butt and all of that. Come to find out she had ass shots. Right. And she had to go through the whole surgery to get some of that shit removed. To where I remember her posting a picture of before, you couldn't post certain things. She literally posted a picture of the inside of her ass when they cut it open. Like, yeah. So it could be fake and it could be real. I know her sisters weren't shaped like that. Okay, we know who has got her nose done, lips, and chest. So whatever she chooses to do, it is her body to do. But if people calling, listen, Shake that thing, girl. Don't let that thing shake you. Shake that thing, mamas. Anywho, so I just wanted to clock that tea about the possibilities because we've seen it. Anywho, so his mom hugs Olandria. Right. First of all. And first of all, let me go back. Okay. Seeing old girl mama and that zonka zone, I was like, come on, Bama booty. Come on, Bama booty. That's all I can say. Come on, Bama booty. So, anywho, so his mom hugs Olandria and says that she has been rooting for her and she loves her so much. I thought it was cute. And then she gives them the correct name. Like, y'all over here talking about some Nicolandria or whatever, baby. No, it's giving Nicolandria. I said, correct them. Thank you. Let them know what the name is. Y'all should have been over here correcting Ace's sister. Why Ace's sister over there talking some Chelleys? I like Chase better. Chelleys. Who the hell came up with that? No, ma'am. Okay. I like Chase better. So, anywho, Olandria has made her mom and her family, really proud of her. And she asked about her body. Baby, I love this. I said, y'all come on, black folks. She was like, how I been looking though. How I been looking in my outfits and my swimsuits. Oh, I've been giving it to y'all. Okay. Faces T, body T, body T. Okay. All right then. You know what I'm saying? I just want to make sure that I'm doing my thing. I said, I know that's motherfucking right, girl. Okay. So Nick's sister says they've seen him in the sheets. Okay. I'm glad she said it. Let him know. And he says that he wasn't in public technically. But anyway, I said, not you acting like Huda. Anywho, so Nick's dad really likes Ace, is what we learned, and the sister thinks that Olandria is gorgeous. I think Nick's sister is gorgeous to me. I said, damn, his mom and daddy was hunching, wasn't it? They was hunching hard as fuck when they made them kids. I think his sister is so gorgeous to me. And Nick is a handsome man, I will say. Even though he may do stuff to get on your damn nerves, I said, y'all was hunching hard as fuck. Okay, then. Well, let's keep going. So, Olandria's mom tells her that Nick has liked her from the beginning. And Olandria says that she didn't know it until like a week or so ago. And Olandria's mom says that Nick been doing too much. And then she said, well, I had to sit back. I had to think about it. Say, you know what? Nah, he's doing exactly what it is he's supposed to do up here. Explore in the villa and stuff. Nah, mama, scoot back. You had it right. You had it right, girl. He was around here doing too damn much. Okay, I understand you're supposed to explore, but damn, he was wide open. So yeah, at this point, I do have a side eye when it comes to him and Nicolandria, okay? Or Olandria. So yeah. Yeah, so she says that she really likes him though. She lets her mama know, like, I genuinely like Nick though, like at the end of the day. So we gonna see. I don't know. I just be seeing moments where they could kiss and it never happens. And I don't know if she is waiting on him, but he wants to know what she's comfortable with so he doesn't lean into it. I don't know, but I want them to get that part together. Okay? Now we had my girl Amaya over here asking for kisses and stuff and leaning in. Now we over here got Olandria not even doing that. And I'm like, it's okay. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all just lean in a little bit. Anywho, so Nick's family says that, of course, how they feel about Olandria. And the mom says that she's been a supporter since day one. And she says she's definitely welcome to dinner, period. So that's going to happen. Olandria says that she and Nick's mom are about to be besties. She said she's going to cook her dinner. So she's like, I'm going to come to Florida and make sure that she cook my dinner. Okay? Cook it. And you better cook it how I like it. And Nick said, oh, she can throw down now. She could cook now. She cook better than me. So you ain't got to worry about all that. All right. Don't worry about that, sweetheart. Don't worry about that. So, the group gets a chat as they're about to, sit around and chat and talk about their day and stuff. They ended up getting a text, and they learned that they're about to eat as a family. Okay. Now, while they're there, they're having to cook and, sit around as a family. I think Ace was one of the ones that was cooking. Brian said he can't cook, so he got the hell out the kitchen. Kristen sat up there and burnt the damn garlic bread. Like, just comical. Okay. Brian gives a toast. And Huda asks about the highest and lowest moments of everybody. Brian says his peak is Amaya. And he gives a really cute speech about her. And I really like that. That was nice. Amaya says that her peak was bonding with the girls and meeting Brian. Her pit moment was how she talked to Ace. She didn't like it. Ace said, give me a hug. They hugged it out. They're good, right? Huda says her pit moments were her crashing out. And her peak was recoupling after Casa, right, with Chris. Ooh, child. Chris gets the damn mic. He's so disrespectful, child. Chris gets the mic. I don't know if he disrespectful or too damn honest. Okay. This man gets the mic and this man says his peak moment was seeing his family and playing ball with the boys. Did y'all see Huda face? Cause y'all know one thing Huda does not like. She does not like to be ignored. She does not like to not have attention. And he knows that. And he did that intentionally, the same way they was down to the yoga mats, and he intentionally ignored her when she was like, okay, fuck me. So you gonna sit up there and ask everybody, but you ain't gonna ask me? Like, fuck me. Like, that's toxic to me. And I don't want them to be together beyond the villa. Okay? Y'all need to go y'all separate ways. Okay? Win or lose, leave each other the hell alone. That was some embarrassing stuff, especially when everybody's mentioning their partner was a bit of a highlight for them in the villa. And you over here talking about some fucking playing ball with the boys. Do I want y'all why y'all ain't send him home, bro? This man just told y'all he could give a fuck about this. He could be overseas right now. Go overseas because it's clear that you love ball more than anything. While you sit over there in her face crying about damn basketball because you may have to give up the life, right? Talk about he wants to explore and go do other things. I may have to give up the life, but I really don't want to. Nah, it seems like that basketball life about to give up on your ass. It's not the other way around. Okay? For you to be sitting up there crying so hard the way that you are, you crying. Because now that I think about it, that's the only thing that makes sense to me. All right? You crying because basketball probably don't want you no more. Not that you don't want basketball. Why would you be crying if you don't want basketball no more? Yeah. I don't know. He might be giving a piece of liar too. But anywho, um, yeah, so yeah, Olandria says that her peak moment was her mom pretty much coming in. Nick says his was no, as Nick was talking about his, getting ready to get to it, that's when Pepe got the text and they learned that, America had been voting for those to go to the finale. And they started going down the aisle. The fact that they were going down the aisle, starting with Amaya and everybody, it made me feel like I wasn't sure if it was going to be Ace and I wasn't sure if it was going to be Ace and Shelly or if it was going to be Nick and Olandria potentially. But for some reason, I said, I don't know why, but I refuse to believe that they're going to go through everybody. And then it's obvious that Pepe and Iris are going home at that point. So as they're talking, I said, I think Pepe and Iris are staying. So who is leaving? When Huda said that her and Chris were staying, I'm like, wow, okay. So it's between Shelly and Nicolandria. I was thinking that Nicolandria may potentially be out because, you know, there's just been conversation about whether it's authentic and whether it's not authentic, right? So I'm like, maybe people aren't believing them as much and maybe they're out of the villa. And then to everybody's surprise, it was Ace and Shelly. Ace, even to their surprise, they were shocked. I don't know what the people are seeing in Iris and Pepe. But then the question is it really the people that's seeing it or is it production? Because keep in mind, we make these votes all day long. And I feel like they do it to make it interactive for us. But at the same time, it's never always our decision, right? It's typically the Islanders' decision. So it's a lot of different, in my opinion, manipulation that may go into it, right? It's interactive, allowing us to vote. Then you have the producers, right? In the order of events of how they may call a person. They may call a couple or whatever. And then when you get down to the wire, you're having to make a decision on this right here. So I feel like they may have had a little hand in going ahead and getting Shelly and Ace out. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Cause like I told y'all, you know, I repeat myself again. Another black couple was not going to win this season after one just won last season, right? So the couples lift the lid and they go down, and we all learn everybody's there but Shelly and Ace. That's when I wrote that the jinx is being exclusive. Okay, the moment you say you exclusive, you're out of here. Okay, you're out of here. What else? Ace tells the guys how much he's gonna miss them, so they're chatting. Nick, of course, is hurt. He's crying. Um, what else? Yeah, I didn't cry about their departure. Like I kind of teared up when Taylor and them left because it was something about that moment. I felt like the only real connection that's still in the villa is Amaya and Brian. Although that does not matter. Keep in mind, real connections does not matter this season. Hello? Real connection. So if y'all think that, because there was a lot of people saying, oh, well, Ace and Shelly should win because they're the ones that got the realest connection. I was seeing so much of that online. Keep in mind, whatever you thought was happening in prior seasons is not seasons, they're not happening now. Okay. So because real connections are not what's getting you to the next step, for me, I would not be surprised if Amaya and Brian did not win the show. Because to me, they have the realest connection. And obviously, having a real connection does not get you far this season. So we shall see what the people vote for, who they vote for, and what it's going to be. Right? I've been seeing people saying Amaya and Brian or Nick or Nicolandria. Y'all need to pick one and stick with it. You only got a few minutes to do so. Get on the same page. Okay? So we shall see. And keep in mind, because for me, I still feel like even with the votes, every time we voted, y'all, as Americans, every time we voted, it was always something where our vote was not the final vote. So it now makes me feel like, well, will our vote be the final vote when it comes to the overall winners of the show? Amaya has been America's favorite. She's been called first for damn near everything for the last few votes. She's been called number one. First, one of the first ones to sit down. First ones to say they're going to the finale. Oh, the one people like the most. So, she might win. Or Pepe and Iris might rise up the ranks and they might take the whole thing. They might take the whole thing, okay? So we shall see. I also feel like I wouldn't be surprised if Nick and Olandria won because I do feel like, again, Nick has been producer's pet. Y'all had time to save other people on the show, but y'all didn't. Y'all chose to specifically save Nick. But if Olandria got kicked out that villa and somebody else did, not Nick, they wouldn't have brought Olandria back. It would have been smooth sailing. But because both of them got kicked out, then y'all wanted to bring them back. But I feel like if Nick would have got kicked out and somebody else would have got kicked out, I think they would have figured out something, spun the block, did something, and brought him back, or let everybody go home and brought him back as a bombshell. But either way, I feel like Nick was going to be coming back. So if he wins, this season has been a play to show y'all he was going to win anyway. Okay. I don't know if I caught that or not. The wink that he gave Olandria. Let me see. Oh, thank you so much, Callie Keisha, for the super chat. No, I think his family saw how crazy the Huda stands were and kept it politically correct. Thank you. That's what I was saying earlier. Thank you. I feel like that's exactly what it was. Thank you for the super chat. That's pretty much what I was saying. Oh, we like her, we this and that, and we can relate to her. And yeah, I think they were afraid. They didn't want to mess up their chances of going to the finale to potentially winning the show, and also because they didn't want any backlash from her, the Huda Rats, for sure. Brittany, thank you so much for the super chat. I definitely thought Iris and Pepe was going home before Huda America. What happened? Your theory with production, I agree with. If Iris and Pepe win, I'ma know something. Okay. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. But yeah, that's what's going on. This was the episode, y'all. I've been seeing so many people upset on Twitter. So many people been mad. And I get it. I completely understand. Like, I will say that Ace and Shelly were the last ones that I would have expected to be gone out of the villa because it's been so much conversation about them. And it's not that they've really been in the bottom for real, except for that little week or whatever. But it always gives a different strokes for different folks, all right? Different strokes are for different folks. So that's what's going on with the people, honey. But that's pretty much all that I have. I just wanted to come give you guys my take on it. I am going to get ready to hop off this thing. Thank you so much, Jolie, for the super chat. People have blinders on Pepe and Iris and Nicolandria. They really go up for them at the bar, watch parties, and TikTok. Oh, interesting. Thank you so much for the super chat. Yeah, I've been seeing. Well, I haven't been seeing that how much they go up for them, but I'm thinking about the bar watch parties. I hate that they even created those, but I guess if your company or your bar isn't bringing in money, then piggyback off of the Love Island crowd. You know, um, yeah. Let's see. I didn't. Yeah, I missed the wink. I'll have to go back and watch the episode to see. Not the revenge of Jeremiah for him being kicked out. It could be that. It could be that. It could very well be. That's the revenge. Okay. Ace and Shelly seem to, hold on, let me go back, to be in good spirits in their interview. They were, because they're leaving with each other. It's similar to Taylor and Clark leaving with each other. Now, if they ain't had nobody and they was leaving, it would have sucked for them, but they're leaving. They made it all the way to the end. They only got like 2 more days in the villa, if that, or a day. So they made it all the way to the end. So I wouldn't trip too much. Cause also let me say this too. Sometimes you gotta lose to win. Sometimes you gotta lose to win. And I will say the one thing that comes to my mind is like Fantasia and Jennifer Hudson. Now, granted, I wanted Fantasia to win American Idol, and I thought that she was phenomenal. I still do. I think she's amazing. However, it did not. Jennifer Hudson being sent home did not take away from what all she received at a later time. You know, and she doing her thing, regardless of what people say about her interviewing her guests and how they may feel about her. Her name's still on that show. So, sometimes you gotta, take that L. And I think that Ace may know that. Like, I already came in here with a following, and now I'm gonna be even bigger. Look, listen, I don't know who his agent is, but y'all better be jumping on him. I'm interested to see who he gonna be signing up with after he leaves out this villa, because I feel like we probably gonna see a little bit more of him on some shows. We shall see. What's up, Norris? I hope it's not a reunion, to be honest with you. I hope it's not even a reunion. I hope. Just give us the updates on y'all Instagram page. We don't need a reunion with this crew. Thanks. Thanks. Thank you. Don't need it. No thanks. Don't need it. Um, what else? Amaya had some business in her DMs. It got confirmed. Okay. As much as I hate it, I knew that Ace and Shelly were going home. It's the Huda hate squad that have been rallying against them, against Shelly. Yeah. Um, America put Huda in the bottom twice and the Islanders saved her. And see, that's the other part where it's like a shrug of a shoulder for me with her making it to the finals, because it's like y'all had a chance to get this woman out the house, and y'all also contributed to excusing behavior and putting Jeremiah out like he did something wrong. So whatever happens at her making it to the finals, that's what y'all get. That's what y'all get. Y'all played yourselves with that one. Y'all kept seeing her in the bottom. Nick kept saying she needed to go, but y'all kept bringing her back. That's what y'all get. Could have stood behind Jalen, but chose to stand behind Huda. BIT, I'm hollering. Now she finna be standing up there on the podium because she's in the final 4. It's a cackle just a bit. It's crazy. Trying to be too strategic and control the game. And that's the thing, though. It ain't even a game. Do that on Love Island games that's going to come up towards the end of the year or later in the year. after beyond the villa. But that's when you could be all strategic and play strategy and stuff. That's where you do that at, over there on that's why they created that. This is for Love Island, where you're supposed to see real connections come through. And not a single real connection came through this season aside from Brian and Amaya, but for some reason people not really believing them. They're not believing that the connection is real. But swear for God, the Nicolandria one is 1000%. It's there. You just gotta hold on. It's right there. Okay. Y'all just pick which ones y'all gonna vote for and stick to it and just make it happen. But yeah, yeah, I think Ace should have, when Ace in the beginning, when it came down to him choosing, Ace should have chose Shelly from the very beginning. He shouldn't have even chose Amaya. He should have chosen Shelly from the beginning. But if he didn't, I think, Amaya still would have been there because she would have been with Nick. But he should have chose Shelly from the beginning. Let's see. Brian and Amaya, the only genuine people. Nicolandria is forced and Slick giving. Oh wow, okay. It could be from some of the people. What we I don't know. The mods are not in the chat. What we need the mods for? What happened? Somebody said the mods are not. Where the mods at? What we need the mods for? Let me know. Michelle. Somebody need to be kicked out before we go. Somebody says Love Island clearly casting incorrectly. How are there more Casa people in the villa than the original Islanders who started it? Because the original Islanders was literally playing games and played themselves. Okay. All right, you guys. I think that's it. I think I'm gonna go ahead and hop off. All right, you guys. Thank you all so much for being here. Thanks for joining me. You guys can continue the conversation down below. Okay. Like up the video, subscribe to the channel, share the video. I'm Jamie, that's me, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
Telling my priest to the choir, stand with my feet to the fire, give all the glory to God. Stand in the midst of these haters, I'm silent, nobody can stop me. Just gotta check in my notification, them numbers hit like it's a praxis. Cashed out at the ATM, and the ATL, they done made a gym. I've been kicking doors like the ATF, got them trying to clone me like Aegis. Game time, I invaded gym, high elevated, I can face the rim, putting shots up. I got laser focus, about to take it over, I'm Invader Zim. On a trip to Florida like it's A&M. Who that nigga, man, they say I'm him. Spit the truth, never wasting film, I can feel the pool